don't break rules and don't want to be illegal.
Yeah, whole universe.
Which is crazy.
It's kind of expensive, not gonna lie.
That's true.
Yeah,
That would be crazy.
That'd be sick,
That'd be
right?
fun. What is going on, guys? My name is Jack.
And my name is Jenna.
And welcome back to the Fire and Rice podcast, Reheated. We are back with our third episode.
Numero tres.
Episode number 3, right?
Yes.
I want to start with the fact that I just watched the Mario movie.
Oh, yes. Very good.
This past
very
weekend.
Good. Yes. Yes. How did you like it?
I did not have too many expectations going into it.
Nope.
In fact, maybe they were a little bit lower expectation because, like we talked about in the last episode, with all of the video game adaptation stuff. Because last week we talked about like The Last of Us and
Pokemon.
Halo, and so now, Pokemon, and so the Mario movie, I did not have the highest expectations. So going into it, I definitely left pleasantly surprised. I really enjoyed it.
Me as well. Yeah, I didn't have any expectations going in because I didn't really think I don't know. Yeah, I didn't think that Hollywood was going to do a very good job. I also just thought that maybe, they're hiring a bunch of big name celebrities just for the sake of it. Like, I don't really know how well they're going to do with the characters, but I was not mad at a single one of them. I liked them all. Jack Black was awesome. Chris Pratt and Charlie Day also did really good jobs because I wasn't able to tell that it was them. The whole time I was like, is that really them? They sound great.
Yeah, so here's what we talked about after the movie, and maybe I don't know if we read this somewhere or something, but I think it was nice to have the original voice as the cameo, obviously, to have him in as a cameo, but for them to explain what the whole voice, the reasoning behind them changing the voice at the very beginning made a lot more sense, because we thought about it afterwards and we're like, if you had the original voice of Mario through the whole thing, it would be exhausting.
Yes,
it's just so cartoony and
saying.
Yeah, it makes more sense. So you know what? I'm glad that they did it the way they did. But then just generally, being fans of the games and the music and stuff, seeing how they incorporated that was really fun. I thought the Mario Kart bit was really funny too.
Yes, yeah. I was pleasantly surprised because throughout the movie I was like, oh, cool. Okay, I know that. Well, how are they going to do that? Well, wait, they're going to get Donkey Kong to help, but wasn't Donkey Kong an enemy as well from the beginning?
The whole movie itself was more just like a fan service thing. I didn't if I were to step back and just look at it from a movie standpoint, I don't think it was very good. Just from a movie standpoint, it was predictable. But all that to say, it was very entertaining. It did its job in being entertaining. I had a good time. I was smiling the whole time. I was laughing. It was really fun, and the whole movie from start to finish was just fan service type content.
Yeah,
it's for people that play or are fans of the games and the music and all of this and that. It was for the people that are about that.
Yeah,
I think there were moments, obviously, because for us, we went on a Saturday matinee after, literally at noon, so it was a bunch of families and little kids, and so I feel it was cool because I'm sure some of those parents had maybe some of the older Mario games, so they got to recognize some of the characters there. But then for the new kids that are playing things like the 3D Mario World and the Mario Galaxy, or even Mario Odyssey type games, the newest ones, there's a lot of stuff for everybody. And obviously it kind of had some of the not adult jokes, but adult jokes for parents, jokes for kids. It was a really family friendly movie. So yeah, I mean, I walked out of it thoroughly entertained. I mean, it was good.
Yeah. I think it's very strange that, it's not strange, it's predictable, but that all the movie critics were giving it harsh reviews because, yeah, like you said, from a movie standpoint, it's not going to be groundbreaking, but I don't think that's what this movie was supposed to be. Like, I don't think it's supposed to be like an Oscar contender. I think that the people who were like reviewing the movies, they probably didn't play video games growing up or Nintendo. They just watched movies. So that is why they are doing the job that they're doing. So I don't know. From someone who grew up with playing Nintendo games, I thought it was incredible. And yeah, I was smiling the whole time. And I want to go watch it again.
Yeah, I would watch it again for sure. I also feel like they're going to make a second one. I don't know if there's any like rumors already out there,
Yeah.
but I mean, there's plenty that they can do. So
Well, yeah, they're setting up for the new movies, especially halfway through when she was like looking up at the sky and she was like, there's a whole galaxy out there. I turned to Dad and I was
yeah,
like, oh, they're setting up for all the whole universe right there. And then at the
yeah,
end, did you stay for the end credits?
yeah,
Both
I
of them?
did. The I mean, there was the end credit, and our theater just turned the lights on. It was the sewer,
Yeah.
deep in the sewer. Okay, yeah,
Yeah. Jared and I were saying that they might then explore Kirby and other characters that aren't necessarily the main ones, you know?
What if, I'm sure you guys talked about this, what if they build, instead of a Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Nintendo Cinematic
Yeah.
Universe, and then it becomes Smash Bros.
Yep.
Instead of
That's
the
what-
Avengers?
That's what
That
we
would
were
be funny.
Yeah,
That's funny.
speculating.
That's actually really cool.
We were like,
Because you could have a one-off
yo.
movie of Captain Falcon. You can have a couple movies of Star
Yeah.
Fox. I mean, Star Fox would be sick.
And
For
then
sure.
if they make a Super Smash Bros. Movie, that would be sick. And imagine all the characters you can bring into that. Like, literally everyone. Animal
like
Crossing.
hundreds, I think.
Like, you could. And then I asked Jared if maybe it would be possible to get Pokemon because Pokemon's technically its own separate thing. But he said technically, yeah, because Pokemon and Nintendo are like. So
They're pretty tight,
Yeah.
for sure.
So that would be really
Yeah.
cool. I would totally watch that movie.
I didn't even think about that until you just mentioned opening it up to other characters.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
That'd be sick, right?
That'd be fun. Again, I don't think it's like going to be, like you said, groundbreaking content, groundbreaking
No.
plots. It's just like, it's just entertainment, like at this
It's
point.
just cool.
And that's what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just cool. It's just fun. Delving into a new, like, and the other thing that I really liked for sure was the fact that seeing them take the Mario characters and put them, like, I feel like there was the Illumination art style, yet at the same time they
Yes.
still had very good Mario qualities that they kept. That was like, okay, you know what, this is actually probably the closest that I would have expected it to look like in a movie format,
Yeah. Yeah.
if that makes sense.
I was satisfied with it. I mean, the thing that took me out was the real world, you know, in the Illumination style a bit, because I was like, oh, it's just the Secret Life of Pets next to Mario.
Yeah, a little bit of it. Yeah.
And I got a little freaked out by that. But no, I think that they did a good job. And also, I guess I didn't really realize how good their animation is. Like their design and the apartment that they had for that one family's house that they were fixing the plumbing in. I was like, wow, those are really nice bathrooms.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's true.
The fine
That's
details
true.
of their animation were really good. And I was like, dare I say, it kind of is the best of all the animation I've seen so far in terms of animated movies.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's true. I mean, a lot of the detail that they have in Secret Life of Pets or in the Minions movies, it is very detailed and it's really nice to see. Yeah, I agree. I guess that's true. Like, I kind of forgot that they have that scene in the beginning. And I feel like the dog in particular was just funny because it reminded me either of, I couldn't tell if it was the Secret Life of Pets or if it was the dog from Up.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's what I kind of
That's
just
where
thought
my brain
of
went,
initially.
and I was like, what?
Yeah, I
I
got
got
a
a
little
little
confused, but that's
confused.
like such at the beginning that I
It's a
kind of
very
actually
minor
forgot about it
thing.
until now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But once they dive into the
But
Nintendo world, then it's like, whoa. And it's just Easter egg after Easter egg, including the music.
I was just about to say that. Yeah. To that same thread, like they put in like Easter eggs a little bit towards like Luigi's Mansion kind of thing.
Yes.
Like that was like
Right off the bat.
where
It was so,
that's just
and
its
so
own
subtle.
game and its own fun. Yeah, and it's just funny.
Yeah.
It's just a
Ugh.
really funny thing where like if you know, you know. Otherwise, it's just funny to
Yeah.
you probably. But
Yeah, I turned to Dad and I was like, oh, do you know why that's funny? It's because Luigi's Mansion.
right.
Yeah, no, I thought they did a good job of tying as much as they could together, as much as they could stuff into
Yeah.
one film. Loved it.
Yeah. 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 And they did it in a way where like, yeah, it definitely you could just tell it was like Easter egg after Easter egg after Easter egg, but at the same time it wasn't like too cheesy. Like it was cheesy, but it wasn't too over the top and corny. Like it was just like fun. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
just it's a fun time. It's a fun time.
Yeah, it makes you as the audience member go, I know that. You just get excited.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. The nod that they give
A little
you
nod.
essentially.
Yeah. You feel like I'm a part of the inside joke the whole time.
Yeah, there it is. Yep, exactly.
Is that a new shirt, by the way?
This is a new shirt.
It looks good. It looks good.
I got it yesterday.
Oh,
I got
wow.
it from
Where'd you
Target.
get it? Oh, Target. Target has
Target.
good clothes.
Yeah.
They really do.
I'm shocked. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really nice. I got swim trunks from Target.
Cool.
Because it's gonna be summertime.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got this shirt. I got another one that has cactuses on it.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, no, Target has good clothes and Costco has good clothes.
For good price.
Got a nice pair of, for a really good price. Target also same price, same good price.
Target's kind of expensive, not gonna lie.
I mean, I guess, but like I'm comparing this to like this was like a $20 shirt, I guess, for a button-up shirt. Which, yeah, I guess that is more expensive. But I mean, I'm comparing that to like you go to Lululemon or something, and you're spending $80 for a button-up shirt, and it's like, really?
Right.
I'm gonna actually. This is a really comfortable light shirt for summer work time kind of thing. So.
Yes.
No, yeah. Trying to think. Recently, obviously, I went back home and got to see you and the family, and I went to a wedding, which was fun. So did that. Then after that, went and we saw John Mayer.
Oh yeah.
Which was cool.
In a new light.
He did play that song. He did it on the piano.
Oh.
And he did it in a slow kind of rendition. It was really cool though. That was a really, really fun time. It was called the Solo Tour, and it's literally because he was by himself.
Did he not
on
have
the stage
a
by himself
band
the whole time? No, by himself.
Got it.
The whole time.
Well,
which is crazy.
I hope that he made a lot of money, and that's crazy because it's just a one-man show. Like, he doesn't have to have anybody else on the stage. He doesn't have to pay his band members.
He had like obviously he has people like production people and stuff.
He has like
the
concert part, the lighting part, etc. But besides that, that's just him.
It's just him. No, it's really cool. It was a really cool experience because apparently for this whole tour he didn't really have like a set list. So he had like a few songs, I think. I'm sure he had some structure, like I have to do this song in the beginning to kind of open things up, and then maybe this song in the middle to like intermission some stuff, and then probably some closer stuff. But during the middle, and he's been putting this on his Instagram pretty much as like show recaps, saying like, oh yeah, tonight in this city we performed this song because it was requested, and like, oh, this city put together this like these 3 signs that made perfect sense in my head, so I played all 3 like as a medley. And so he kind of is just like winging it, and he even was winging it for us too. Like people brought signs saying like, play this song. And it's crazy because he did, and some of them like were deep cuts that I didn't know. Like I know the hits, I feel like, for him, I'm not claiming to be a super fan, but I appreciate music. So, and I know that he's like definitely one of like this generation's greatest, I would say, in terms
Wow.
of like just get like I don't know. I've never seen anybody so skillful with a guitar. It's crazy.
Alejandro Aranda.
That's true. I guess we can throw it back to that and talk about that in a bit because yeah, I mean he's different for sure, but just from a main line, what is the word? What am I looking for? Mainstream perspective. I mean, he's just really good. He's
Yeah.
got a ton of music too, and like he was just pulling out from different albums and stuff like that, and people were just like singing along, and that was kind of the message that he had towards the end, was just like, this is what the tour is about, and it's just you tell me what song to sing, whether it's old, whether it's a hit, whether it's just like a random song that means something to you, and I'll try my best to perform it. And it was just like a very like real show, which is
Yeah.
cool.
I think what's great
It wasn't
about
it,
artists. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I mean, the last point to that was just like, and he was saying like, I have nothing to promote here. Like, I'm just here to play and have fun. Like, I don't have new music coming out. I don't
Yeah.
have an album or merch or any, like, I don't care. Like, I'm just performing and it's fun. So, and you could just kind of feel that. So,
Yeah. That's funny that you do say that though, because when I told Sky that you were gonna see John Mayer, he was like, "That's weird. I don't think he has new music coming out." And I was like, "No, it's just him just doing all of his stuff just for himself." And he was like, "Oh, okay." But I think it's awesome when you not only like an artist for what they make, but for who they are, and they are more than just their music or whatever it is that they produce, whether that's like an actor or whatever. Like, it makes you like that person that much more when they are more than just their stuff, if that makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah. It's just really cool. I mean, there was just, oh, yeah. I guess Alejandro may actually could potentially take, you know, the title of being a better guitarist, but
Yes.
there's just something about watching John Mayer play that was just really uh encapsulating
Hypnotizing.
uh seeing yeah, he's just different, I guess.
He's got the Riz, as the
So it's
kids
cool.
say.
I guess. I mean, I don't know if that's applicable, but
The
sure, I
magnetic
guess. It's
pull.
just yeah. It's really really cool that he was able to do the whole show by himself pretty much.
Awesome.
And keep the attention, you know, like it felt like more than just him, and it was an arena show. It wasn't just like a he's done, I think I've heard that he's done a few like smaller venue type things, and they're like super intimate and like personal feeling, but this was like that. You could feel it, felt personal, yet he's in a huge we saw him at where the Phoenix Suns, the NBA team, play, so it's like a legit arena stadium,
Yeah.
and he's keeping it all the attention on him and by himself, him and a guitar, him and a piano. That I think was really impressive.
That is crazy. It always blows my mind how people are able to pull that attention. You know,
Yeah, for
takes
sure.
takes skill. It is skill.
Yeah, and that ties into a little bit, I guess, of like what they talk about on American Idol, you know? Being able to like capture the presence
Mm-hmm.
and the stage presence and like bring all that attention to you, like that's what they're looking for. So yeah, I mean, a little bit of a Fire and Ice throwback. Have you been
Yes.
watching or keeping up?
Nope. Nope. Because when I found out that it was just gonna be auditions for longer, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait until they're ready for Academy Week so I can pop in. But because I've been putting it off, I don't know if they're on Academy Week or not. Or however they call it Hollywood
Yeah,
Week.
yeah. Yeah, they did do that. There were, I think, a few episodes of Hollywood Week, maybe 3 or 2. and as of the time of recording, they're at the Disney resort, Hawaii, the Hawaii
Oh,
week.
okay. I thought you meant the Disney
Um,
week. I was like, oh, so
and
it's
I've only
almost
seen
over.
one of. Oh no. They're at the Hawaii week, and
Got it.
so we've watched one of the two Hawaii episodes so far.
Got
But
it.
really, really fun, really, really cool season for sure. So
All right. I'll have to check it out.
maybe we'll have to do like a maybe
Separate
we'll have to do
recap.
like
I
a
do like
recap towards the end.
Yeah, I personally do watch recap videos for shows, for reality shows on YouTube. So maybe we could do that sort of a short segment as
Yeah.
a separate thing,
Right.
apart from the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started watching Beef today. I watched the first episode and I laughed out loud at the end of the first episode, and I was like, I'm excited to watch the second one. So I did audition for Beef to play a young Ali Wong, but this was like a couple of years ago during COVID, I want to say. So no, I didn't get it.
Nice. I haven't seen it yet. Well, I guess we would have known by now, but no, I haven't seen it yet, but I have heard good things, so I'll have to try to check it out.
Yeah. It's a very simple concept. And that's what I think is really funny about shows like that, is like it's not too convoluted. It's just pretty simple. The title says it all. Beef. What confused me was because I haven't seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, but the Netflix poster for Beef was like them on fingers. And I thought, like, is that like the hot dog fingers from Everything Everywhere? But it's not. And now that I'm thinking about it, having watched the first episode, I think I understand what it is. I think they're supposed to be middle fingers as people. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to see it.
Yep.
I'll start it and let you know.
Yeah.
I guess another recap.
Another recap for Beef. Yeah, for sure. And I do like that it's not just so, I think representation is a hard thing to like navigate in terms of, is it gonna be about race or is it gonna be like so in your face, you know? And it's simply just a show that has nothing to do with their race, but honors the fact that there are like two Asian American leads. And like it's just funny, like the little references here and there that do honor that, but the story itself has nothing to do with them as Asian Americans. So I like that kind of representation.
For sure. I mean, that's what we're hoping to get towards. Like you said, as long as it obviously it's much better when it's just done tastefully. Like when things are just done tastefully, you just don't want it to be all about that and just stuffed in your face. Otherwise it gets annoying.
The plot of the show is just it's a normal
ridiculous
plot. Like you could literally put anybody in that and just be like, boom.
Sure.
So that's what I appreciate about it.
For sure. Oh, that's cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll check it out. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. But yes. Yep. You want to know the update with me?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Tell us.
So, I was working a show, and it was the best experience of my life. Like I had such an amazing time working with such incredible people, and okay, unfortunately. I am being recast.
Oh.
I got the call yesterday that they have to recast my character, but because it's completely out of my control and it's completely out of the show's control. If a show is sponsored by alcohol, especially on like a network that it is, you can't have anyone under the age of 25 working it.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The rules.
So like it's because they have like a Is it because they have like a product placement type
Yes.
deal?
Yes, they have a product placement
Oh, that's
type.
what you mean by okay.
Yeah, it's a product placement, and the rules are there to like ensure that everyone is safe and everything, and yeah, I mean that makes sense because the other thing though is I'm wondering like why can't it be anyone under 21? But either way, if it was under 21 or under 25, I still wouldn't have been able to because I'm
Right.
20 as of
Yeah.
this current moment. A couple months down the line,
Yeah.
I'll be 21. But even then, I guess for the next 4 or 5 years, I won't be able to be on a show that is sponsored by alcohol.
Hmm. That's interesting.
It is
I
interesting.
wonder. I wonder if. So does that mean that they would recast you as somebody that is 25?
Yes, they have to release a breakdown unless they write out the character or somehow like figure it out. But they have to now release a breakdown inquiring for actors 25 plus to play my character.
Okay. Are you allowed to say what age your character was?
My character wasn't any age. So
Oh,
it was
okay.
it was
Then
it was actually I think under my breakdown when I got it, it was just a young 20 year like in early 20s.
the 20s. Yeah.
Like just
Okay.
20s.
I
So
mean,
yeah, the show had no idea about this rule. Like no one knew. I had no idea, of course. And so that's why like it all happened the way it happened. Like I was cast and um it was super fun. Like I was laughing all day and regardless like I'm still going to watch the show because it's super funny. Like filming it was so much fun and yeah, it just sucks that I can't be able to uh continue playing the character or that I won't be in the final cut of the project, but yeah, now they have to reshoot all the scenes that I was in.
oh
And
wow.
that was 2 days. And that's hard because that's like truly like 2 whole days of filming is like money and time and energy and you have to like
Oh yeah.
you have to get the people who already shot those scenes like you have to hire them for more time and more work so it's inconvenient for everybody involved
Totally.
but yeah I've just been having the craziest luck with work
Hmm.
but also at the same time like I'm just grateful because it is really hard right now for everyone in the entertainment industry in TV film because of the writer's strike that's about to happen. So, yeah, there's everyone's kind of freaking out right now about work and jobs because there's been a lack of auditions,
Hmm.
a lack of projects happening.
Interesting. Oh, I had no idea. I didn't even know that there was going to be a strike
Yeah. Yep.
again, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that like pretty
But
common, I guess?
um um I'm I'm not quite sure, but I just know that this one is happening because there just needs to be like better rules and regulations that'll protect like the writers and ultimately all of these strikes will benefit everybody in the end because I think also after the writers strike they're going to do a director's strike kind of like for the same thing. So, yeah. Yep. It's just tough right now, but we'll be fine. Everyone's going to be fine. Things are going to be okay. Yeah, because like a lot of my friends, I think especially at the beginning of the year, were texting me and they're like, "Hey, should I be freaking out because I'm not getting any auditions? Like, how's it going for you?" And then I'd be like, "Oh, we're all experiencing that right now. So, it's okay. We all just need to just do other things right now and just find other means to stay creative." So,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, at least you got to go through and even if it's not going to make the final cut, at least you got to essentially the way I would see it is like you can use it as practice and you
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
the whole
I would have much rather this whole thing happen. This is the best case scenario. I would much rather this happen than not at all. Like, I feel as though
Yeah.
some people might have been like, I wish they just didn't cast me at all to put me through this pain. Like, no, I don't feel that way at all. Because, like I said, I had the time of my life. And the past 2 days gave me so much confidence from being on such a hiatus, Like, with acting for me has been a struggle. And the fact that I even got to be on a set and be surrounded by the people that I was surrounded by was so cool. Like, and the people I got to talk to, and now I have those connections that
Right.
I can
That's
now.
also important.
Yeah, like it's awesome because now we get to keep in touch on social media, and then hopefully like down the line I can work with them again. So yeah, everything like ultimately worked in my favor. And also, I would much rather be fired for something out of my control than be fired for like doing poor work. Like,
Right. Oh
that
yeah, for
also
sure. No.
happens where they're like, that girl was terrible, please recast her. Like, that didn't happen, which I'm glad. Everyone was nice and validated that I was doing good work on set. So yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Well, like you said, good connections, good experience overall. Sucks that it happened, but what can you do? Really
Yeah, what
nothing.
can you do?
It's not even. It's a law. Not a law, but like a
But like it
kind
is.
of.
It is like
It's
it's a
kind of just like
rule,
a
it's a
law
law.
thing.
Yeah.
So,
It's out of my control, it's out of the show's control, and it's whoever made up that rule. And um yeah, that's the thing. I feel as though if production could do something about it, they would, but they really just
right.
can't.
No.
So,
Yeah, you can't.
yeah.
Like, don't want to be illegal.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't break rules and don't like. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
for sure.
because they take that stuff really serious on set because you can get in trouble. Like, you can be fined for that stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you got to follow the regulations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with that happening, has there been any new Jenna tips of the week or any sort of like
Oh, Jenna tips of the
things that
week.
you
Jenna tips of the week. Don't take anything personally is my Jenna tip of the week. And that sounds like a very hard thing to do, but it's been really helpful and keeping me like just very level-headed, focused, getting through my day because I would be very anxiety ridden all the time. And I think it's because I was constantly like taking things personally, and you don't realize how much you actually do from like very small little things. Whether it's something that someone did or if it's just like the world, like just an unfortunate thing happening, like nothing is ever truly personal. Things are just happening around you. So you just got to keep doing your thing, keep calm, try to find the positive in every situation and keep going.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. It kind of just relates to like what I was saying last time of just well, you know, especially like in a random encounter in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You're at the store, you're at the whatever, you do something awkward or you do whatever. It's not like it's literally just like, well, the person's not going to see me ever again. Like, and if they do tell a story about it, it's hopefully more of a funny story. And like, I mean, obviously don't go out and just start offending people, you know? But like if something awkward happens or somebody bumps into you or like looks at you the wrong way, it's probably, and you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Then you might have caught them in a weird time where they just like happened to be making a funny face.
Yes. And I also,
It's literally nothing. There's literally nothing else to think to it besides that. It's just whatever.
It also happens to me where I'll be like staring off in a direction and I'll be like accidentally making eye contact with someone. And immediately within my first second, because I like freak out about it, I like look away or like make a face. But it's not because it's like about them. Like I just accidentally was staring in that direction. And that's not personal either. So yeah, and other people can do that too, and you just can't take that personally. And I also think that this applies to first time, like meeting people or being surrounded by people that you're going to be working with for the first time. Because when you're on a set, like it's a new experience, new people. It's like the first day of school, and of course, there's always going to be nerves. And I always get nervous because I don't know how these people are going to react to me. I don't know if we're going to get along, and you also just need to take a step back and realize like this is your first time meeting people. Nothing's gonna be like smooth. Like it's kind of impossible to just be like, ah, ha, 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 we're all best friends within the first 5 seconds. Like it takes time to get to know people, to warm up to them, to acclimate to each other's energies. And yeah, so I think just keeping calm when you're meeting new people and not trying to force anything, and also not taking anything personally if they don't want to talk to you either, is just the key to having a smooth experience when building relationships.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It's always going to be a slow build, but then like, yeah, after my first day and my second day working, like I really felt like I connected with these people. And that is like the thing that I'm going to be taking with me over everything that has happened, is just I feel so I guess just appreciative and grateful to have met these people, because it really didn't feel super surface level. It felt deeper than that, and that's what really warms my heart.
That's nice. Would you say that this is like, not to discount any other projects you've been on, but like it's the fact that this is not as common when working with other people?
Yeah, for sure.
It feels this way?
I went into this project thinking, okay, since my character isn't like the main cast, I always just assume that I need to make myself small, just do my job, but like keep out of everyone's hair, because I have been on a set or sets where, yeah, I'm not the main character. I'm like a supporting character, and I try my best to converse with the cast, and they kind of like dismiss me, or they'll be nice surface level, but they don't like genuinely want to get to know me. And then I'll be like, you know what?
Sure.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just keep to myself. But with this, it felt more like a play, if you will. Like not a TV show.
Yeah.
Like we are all a part of this cast. Everyone is there to do their job, and we all like really got along, and I got to connect with each of them like individually, one-on-one, and everyone was so nice. And that's what made it feel more homey. And I think what was really cool was as soon as I was brought to my green room, it was like for all they separated it in terms of like all the girls are just in one green room, and we had like the executive producer, who is also an actor in the show, also in our green room. Like she didn't have her own separate green room. And
oh wow,
I thought that was super cool, like that she did that.
Yeah,
and
that's nice.
yeah I don't know if you watched Better Call Saul. Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't finished it, but I've seen most of it. Yes.
Do you know Ray Seahorn? She's like the main woman in it.
Yeah.
The blonde woman. So her.
Yeah.
She is the executive producer and also like a character in the show. And she's awesome. Yeah, Ray was super cool, and she was in our green room. Cool. And then she got everyone Starbucks that day too. And she checked in on me. She was like, "How's it going, Jenna? Everything's great. Like, it's looking good. Everything's hilarious." Like, she's awesome. Like, and she's also the one who got everyone, I guess, like, together to do this. So, when you have like a strong leader like that. That's a really nice
way to do that.
Yeah. She's like super cool. When you have a good leader like that, it sets the tone for everybody else.
Right. Yeah. I think having people in the same room makes way more sense than just keeping you kind of locked up and private, which I'm sure that's nice to have, but like in case you need that privacy or just like time to decompress, but being able to just like ham it up in the back while you're kind of waiting maybe for your turn or for when it's time, like it does make more sense. I'm surprised it doesn't. I mean, I can see why they don't do that all the time, but yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it just made it more, because we would just go back there when we weren't working and, in between lunch, and just sit there and just talk. And it was great. So, yeah, it was really cool. And then even when I was on set, I was like, this feels like a dream. This is so weird, because the premise of the scenes that we were shooting were so funny and so bizarre and so weird. And all of it was just so strange and amazing. But, yeah. Yep.
Huh. Well, bummer that it's not gonna, play out the way we wanted, but it's
Yeah.
all good. It's still a cool experience. So
Yeah, exactly. It's still a super cool experience, and it is all good. It is all good. On to the next. I'm gonna
yeah,
go hopefully try and book some things here. So, yeah, ultimately, it gave me like a lot of confidence to go into my next project. So, any advice of the week for you?
I would say drink more water and eat more protein.
Oh, protein.
Yes, and I'm not just talking about like chicken and meat and stuff. Just like if your diet allows, I had this morning. I had Greek yogurt, a
Mm.
bowl of Greek yogurt and just some fruit, like a big bowl of Greek yogurt and fruit. And what else did I put in it? Greek yogurt, fruit, and just a sprinkle of like coconut shavings.
Mm.
And that surprisingly kept me very full. And
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of fitness stuff lately, trying to get back into it and reading up on studies and listening to podcasts and stuff. And obviously, I know that this is like very discussed in the fitness realm, but protein will keep you full. So protein keeps you full, and water will also help keep you full. And obviously, I just think that people don't drink enough water. So
Yes, I certainly don't. I've been living on coffee the past 3 days. So, I'm extremely
especially
dehydrated.
I love my coffee. I love my energy drinks, but at the same time, yeah, you got to just balance that out with more water. So
Yep.
it's
Yeah,
good.
I need to
Find
drink
find
more
a
water.
big like something that's not a full gallon or whatever
I
that people
use a
carry
32
around.
ounce.
Yeah, find something like that and just count how many times you fill it up.
Yeah,
And it should be hopefully like at least for something
4.
like that. I feel like, and for you, it should be at least be like 3 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I read that it's
And
supposed to
then
be
if you drink
4.
water, then or if you drink coffee, would have to, offset that. So
Yeah. For sure, I'll drink water today. I have not
drink
had
water and
any
eat
water
protein.
today.
Any at all?
I don't know what time it is. I had like maybe a couple sips, like a few sips of water like when I woke up, but it is uh
Water in the
it's
morning.
5 o'clock.
Um, I would say, um, at least I don't know, a glass in the morning when you first wake up. That'll help you
Yes.
wake up for sure. And one thing too is, and it kind of sucks, but like if you can have it before you go to sleep, like
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
enough to where it doesn't wake you up to go to the
Yes.
bathroom, but just enough to keep you. It, from what I've heard, and I don't. Again, this could be just placebo, but I've heard that it just helps you wake up less groggy.
That makes sense. I think that's what has been helping me cuz I was doing that the past 3 days knowing that I wasn't drinking water throughout the day, just making sure that I at least get that water in right before I go to bed.
Yeah,
Yeah. I would
yeah,
say that
just
makes a
enough to
difference.
make sure that you don't wake you up to go to the bathroom, because that's obviously never fun. But
Yeah.
yeah, it feels good. It feels good right before bed, and then right when you wake up, drink a ton. It'll help you
Yeah.
stay up, wake up.
That is good advice. Thank you very much for that. But with that, I think we're coming up on time.
Yes, I think so. Anything to look forward to? Um, anything to look forward to, or anything that you wanna say before we sign off?
I mean, life is good. Life is getting better as the days go on. I'm excited for everything that is happening currently in my life, and I can't complain. I feel like that's just been my motto recently. Is whenever people ask me how's it going, I just go, I can't complain.
Yeah, true. I agree with that. That's for sure.
Yep. Yep. So, don't complain. Well, it's not that don't complain, but just like realize, just count your blessings, count what is going your way, and just realize, oh, cool. Can't complain about the small stuff because the big stuff is what really matters.
Yep, I agree. Well, with that, I guess, let us know if there's anything that you guys want us to cover on the next episode. As always, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already, and we will see you in the next episode of Fire and Rice Reheated. Thanks for watching. See ya.
Thanks for watching. Peace.